EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marches here with your outlook for April 2nd, 2025. And boy, is it great to be past April Fool's Day. That was a disaster as usual with the jokes and the memes and everything else. But welcome to Wild Weather Wednesday, brought to you by Pure Sight and Sound. You've heard of the movie Snakes on a Plane, but have you heard of that blockbuster Snakes on an Altar? Does your church suffer from a sound system that was last updated in the 80s? Do you have a gigantic speaker that has seen better days hanging from the ceiling right smack dab in the middle of the church? Does your praise band trip over snake after snake of audio cable? Do you have to plug them in just right to get everything to work? Do a couple of volunteers struggle to keep everything afloat week after week using a soundboard that was first used by Noah on the ark? Well, you might be shocked to learn that you're not alone. This is a common situation in houses of worship. Call Ed at the phone number above me here in the video, 570-992-2992, to bring renewed sound to your own house of worship, or visit them on the web at puresightandsound.com. They will banish those snakes and maybe for the first time in years, make your church audio heavenly. They are Pure Sight and Sound, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So today we have any sun in the morning is going to give fade behind increasing clouds today. We have a warm front that's going to be moving toward the region, and that will bring a few showers to just a few areas. Not a lot. This is going to be weakening as it approaches. I would say the northern two-thirds of our region will have an opportunity for a late afternoon or early evening shower with this. And then as the warm front passes through overnight, we could have some spotty drizzle. I'm going to show you that here on the NAM high-res future simulated radar. And we're going to start this off here at, this is actually 4 p.m. in the afternoon, as you see in the upper right-hand corner of the screen here, which shows the timestamp as I move this forward. Here's those showers that are moving eastward. They're going to be falling apart as they make their way eastward and dissipating. So there's not really too much in the way of shower activity. Just a quick line of showers. I do think that it should remain north of the Philadelphia region for the Phillies game tonight. But if something gets all the way that far south, it would just be a stray spit or something, nothing too disruptive, okay? And that would be somewhere between 7 and 9 p.m. for that to occur. But otherwise, everywhere else is just about an hour's worth or less of a quick shower rotating through, and then that's it. And then after we get past midnight, in the early hours of the morning, you see a few spotty, it's hard to see here because it's drizzle, and it's not really picked up by radar very well. So you're going to have some areas of spotty drizzle that's going to be up in these areas here in the wake of that front as it moves off to the north. And then on the opposite side of that, on Thursday, we're going to turn much warmer. So we told you earlier in the week, and the end of last week already, we're going to be doing this week. We're going to be doing this up and down stuff just about every other day. So today's a cooler day on the opposite side of that front, on the cooler side of the front. Tomorrow will be on the warmer side of that front. As it moves off to the north, it will draw in warmer air, and temperature is going to be in the 70s across the entire region tomorrow because this warm front's way up to the north. Now, there is a cold front that's back here, but it's going to take its time getting through. It's actually going to move toward us and then just dissipate. All right, so there's really not too much in the way of shower activity. In fact, here's what the NAM does with that. It brings those, here's Thursday morning. You see it just falls apart. Just falls apart. There's really nothing except for our far northwestern areas that get into a few showers before this thing just completely dissipates, and that's it. And then it's going to just kind of hang around for a little bit. So it is going to be mostly cloudy. There's a day game in Philadelphia on Thursday, series finale against the Rockies, and that is an afternoon game. So I don't think there's any issues there either for that game. And then once we get to the overnight, we're going to have some showers working through. So again, some showers through Thursday night. But look what's happening here. The majority of this is now starting to focus on the northern areas. When you get up here by like north of I-78, so you cut our coverage area in half. And obviously 78 doesn't go that far west, but you get the idea. The northern half here of our region are going to have the shower concentration. That's kind of a theme, not only through Friday, but also maybe even Saturday. As you see here on the European model, here's that the shower activity showing right over the region Thursday night, right? But then Friday, there's really nothing at all. As we get into Friday night, you might have a few showers there as that starts moving back northward. But look where the concentration of this is here on Saturday. It is now showing this boundary being a little bit further north. So this would only be affecting the northern half of our region if this were the case. Now, it's not going to be just bright sunshine to the south of there. You're probably going to have mostly cloudy skies, even if it's not raining on Saturday. But this is supported by the long-range NAM also, where it's bringing this front through Friday night, All right, and then it sets up off to the north by Saturday morning. So this could be a situation where it might not be too bad over the weekend as it originally looked, where it was just going to be a washout and it's going to be with the front further north. So we'll continue to monitor that because that's going to be an important detail for the weekend. We might not have too bad of a weekend after all, but Sunday does look like this front's going to move through finally and give us those showers at some point on Sunday. We're going to work on the details of the exact. It's just a detail of exactly where the front is going to set up, or all these fronts are going to set up, and where it sets up is critical to the forecast, and that's all it is. But because they're so close and they keep moving around, it's hard to nail down exactly how the weekend's going to go. We just know that the opportunity is there for some showers, at least for the northern half of our region on Friday, and then a better chance here on Sunday as the cold front moves through. But then in the wake of this, on Monday, we're back to colder temperatures again. So Thursday, tomorrow's going to be warm, obviously. Friday is going to be warmer than average, but not quite as warm. It's probably in the 60s. Look at area wide here on Friday. Saturday's going to be a cooler day on the opposite side of that front, and then it's back to milder on Sunday and back to colder again on Monday, and especially Tuesday. Once we get to next week, I think it's going to bottom out here most likely on Tuesday with temperatures in the 40s across the entire region. So it's going to be the coldest day of that little 3-day cool snap, if you will, between Monday and Wednesday of next week. Between the 8th and the 10th the 8th and 10th is going to be pretty chilly. See, Monday is generally in the mid to upper 50s still, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be the coldest days of next week. We'll get back into the 50s most likely by Wednesday, but it looks like Tuesday's going to bottom out with partly to mostly sunny skies expected. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for April 2nd, 2025. Have a great Wednesday.